house and my brain are both a train wreck right now, but at least it's Friday. It just got like suddenly really dark. So you may be asking yourself, what are we making today? Or you're intelligent and you read the title and you already know. I'm gonna be trying to make a Michigan pasty. But Becca, I'm not from Michigan. What's a pasty? Well, let me tell you. It's kind of an upper peninsula kind of thing, and it's a meat and veggie hand pie. And I could give you the whole history of it. Well, I really couldn't because I don't fully know. I just know it was something that they used in the mines. It was just an easy way to have a balanced meal and an easy to carry medium. So I'm not gonna be making mine traditional by any means. I've kind of used it as a springboard to make my own creation. So I'm a little bummed out because I knew that I needed to save potatoes for this recipe and then I forgot, and I ate them all of the potatoes. So for the filling, I'm going to have my Impossible plant ground meat substitute. I'm not gonna use this whole carrot because this is a big carrot, but I will be using part of this. I have some corn, a little bit of flour, a little bit of cream, a little bit of vegetarian beef bouillon. And that said, before we get started on the filling, I'm gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna start by peeling and cutting my carrot. Guys, I can't even begin to express how mad I am at myself for eating all the potatoes. I mean, I made a really delicious lobster mash, so like, I guess it's not super duper horrible or anything. I'm just bummed because I'm not gonna have it in this, you know? The potatoes make the world go round, especially when you're a pale Irish queen like me. So I'm only gonna use half the carrot. I'm gonna save the other half for another recipe. I'm gonna dice the other half up really, really small. Not really, really small, but fairly small, because I don't want carrot crunch in my hand pie, you know what I'm saying? And so if I cut them small enough, then they should cook fairly quickly, which is good, because I'm getting hungry, yo. So I think with traditional Michigan pasties, they actually use multiple different meats, I feel like. Like, I feel like they'll do pork and beef, and I think those are typically the two. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But one thing that I always like hate about them, and I feel awful, right? Because I'm from Michigan, I'm a Michigan native, and I should like absolutely love these things. And for the most part I do, like it's meat and veggies in a flaky pastry, right? Like, so, I mean, delicious, but also they're always so dry. And I know there's like the whole debate over what do you eat with your pasty? Do you eat ketchup? Do you eat gravy? And I'm like, why not make it moist to begin with? But that's just me. So that's kind of my hope for today. Okay, I'm gonna grab some oil. I'll be right back. So I'm gonna set my stove to a medium heat and warm up some olive oil. And I'm gonna start cooking down my carrots. So I thought it was fitting that I do this recipe today. It just made sense because by the time you're watching this, we're gonna be in the UP again for reasons that I don't know if morally, ethically, legally, I'm allowed to tell you why. I know, mysterious. Although I feel like some of you may already know. Where was I going with this? Oh yes. So hopefully your guys' week has been going well. Mine has been super hectic because I have had to plan a lot of different things. I've had a lot of things that have kind of fallen on my shoulders. I mean, no one's really pushing it, but they kind of are. And so like I've been really busy, like with this stuff, but then also with my typical stuff, uploading 2 times a week. And God, I've been neglecting Hollabec designs so bad and I'm so embarrassed. And I'm sure most of you didn't even notice, but I ended up closing down my blog just because I couldn't keep up with it. And I wasn't gonna pay for something that I couldn't keep up with. But then more than that, my friend was nice enough to watch Smoosh while we're gone, but that meant that we really had to like bust our butts to get the guest room finished before then, which meant we had to finish the floor and put up the trim, and I still wanted to paint an accent wall, and so that's been taking up a lot of our extra time too. So when I said that my brain and my house was a train wreck, I wasn't kidding, guys. But enough about me. Please let me know down in the comments, how has your week been? Have you had anything big going on? Any plans, any vacations? You know I love hearing from you guys, so please leave me a comment. I hope you guys have been cleaning as you go. You know what I say, every dang video. Now I'm gonna add some corn, and this is probably gonna pop like crazy because this is frozen corn, so watch out. I have a package today? Do I? What's today? Friday? Oh, I wonder. Where are they gonna leave it though? Please don't leave it somewhere stupid. I love USPS, I really do. If you can support our local postal system, please do. Honestly, screw UPS and screw FedEx. I'm gonna turn the heat down and then cover this and like hopefully these carrots cook down more because they're still fairly hard. I'm gonna go grab my package. Wait, what? Is USPS delivering for Amazon again? I've been trying to find cheap ways to touch up our house, so I bought some pillowcases to like change up our current pillows that are really gross. And then I also got this really cool, it's like a privacy film that you put on your window so you don't have to use curtains. So I'm gonna put that in the bathroom. And it's supposed to be all rainbow and sparkly. Okay, I know this is supposed to be a cooking video, but look at how cute and what a difference it makes. So this is the old pillow. And this is with the new pillowcase. Are you kidding me? That's cute as heck. Much, much better. All right, carrots cooked down, and now I'm gonna add my meat substitute. Now I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of flour on it, enough to kind of coat everything. And this is gonna help the sauce thicken up. Ugh, oh my God, what is wrong with me? It's like there's like a demon in my house that goes around tightening all my jars. Oh God. Now we're gonna add a small spoonful of beef bouillon and 1/4 cup of water. And I'm just mixing that up until all the beef bouillon is dispersed. Now I'm gonna turn the heat way down and I'm gonna add a little bit of cream, and this is probably gonna cause it to thicken up significantly. And also cream is incredibly high in fat and calories, so I mean, don't go crazy with it unless you don't care, which is perfectly fine. You live your life. This is gonna be so good, I'm so excited. Also, if you're wondering why I didn't salt or pepper or season this in any way, it's because bouillon by nature is incredibly salty. So if you're saying to yourself, no, Becca, still not enough salt, then by all means, you can add more salt, but not I. All right, our filling is done. So I'm gonna turn the heat off, pull this off to the side, cover it to help keep the heat in. And now I'm gonna clean up a little bit and I'll be back. Oh, that last bit was mostly water. A couple days ago, I ended up making a very simple pie crust dough, not a pie dough, but a pie crust dough. And it was a very simple recipe. So it was 1.5 cups of white flour, 1 stick of butter, and 1/4 cup of ice cold water, like borderline freezing. And then I just ground all that up in the food processor, and the reviews for that recipe were really good. It smells really good, so I think we're gonna be okay. So I'm going to lightly flour my countertop, and then I'm gonna roll this out into probably like a 9-inch kind of circle. Jeez, lightly flour. I just realized you guys cannot see anything that's happening right now. Hold on. Is that better? That's better. That's why I don't like baking. I feel like baking is such a mess. Like cooking can be, but baking, man, I mean, God, you have to be a real maverick. Like you have no idea how much it pains me dropping food directly onto the counter. Like, no sir, no ma'am. I think I'm gonna cut around the border just to kind of clean it up so I have more of a circular shape. I'll be back. Oh no, oh no, oh why? Oh dude. I was dumb and I dropped the plastic on the hot stove. I'll let you use your imagination what that looks like. Now, time to add our filling. And we're gonna be folding this pie crust in half. So when we add our filling, we only wanna add it to half. And typical Michigan pasties are always overfilled, like to death. And I don't know how they do it, but like I don't have the stomach space for a typical pasty. All right, now we're gonna fold this bad boy over and then pinch the sides. This is a really soft dough. Now I need to cut some slits on the top of this. And the final touch is to do an egg wash on the top. And we are gonna do that by mixing together 1 egg and a little bit of milk. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab a spatula now to try and lift this bad boy off the counter. And I'm gonna put it on a baking sheet and put it in the oven for 20 minutes. Oh, OMG. Oh, I'm scared. Bro. All right, well, if you were expecting this to be pretty, it will not be. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Oh my God, what is with this dough? All right, you know what? 20 minutes. Oh my God, I didn't start the timer. This is probably the ugliest thing I've ever made in my entire life. It smells amazing though. It smells really good. It's like a pot pie. So I'm gonna let this cool down a little more and then we're gonna try it. The whole thing with pasties is they're supposed to be handheld, but this is so large and deformed. Ooh, okay. We'll give it a try, handheld. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. Ooh, hot. Ooh, it's still really hot, but that's actually really, really good. And the good news, it's not dry, not even a little bit. All right, guys, but that was all I had to share with you today. There's a lot going on today, and half of it wasn't even recipe related, so I apologize for that. Even though it's ugly as heck, I still highly recommend this recipe. Or if you're ever looking for a place to vacation, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan is always so beautiful, and they have interesting foods like this. And of course, you can't forget fudge, and I think smoked fish is another thing that's popular. If you enjoyed this video and you tried it for yourself, let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. If you didn't enjoy this week's recipe, I'm so sorry to hear that. Maybe next week will be the recipe for you. So you might as well stick around and find out. And you know, the best way to find out about my new videos is to subscribe if you've not already. Of course, hit the notification bell, because that's an important thing to do, I guess. It'll give you notifications when I upload. All right, guys, but all that being said, I will see you the next time around. I don't have any coffee to go out on. That's a bummer. I should have made more. Okay, bye. See ya. See ya. Bye.